YouTube. How you guys doing? My name is Mark. This here with my boy John.
Yo.
And we are back with a video. Today, if you've seen the thumbnail, what we got going on is a ranking or a tier list, whatever you want to call it, of One Piece arcs.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into this, let us tell you a little bit about our One Piece experience and what we believe our favorite arcs and whatnot. You know, I can't lie. I'll start off.
I already know.
I get cooked for this a lot.
Oh, brother.
See, it's already starting.
I already know, bro.
It's already starting.
I already know.
But one of my personal favorite arcs in the entirety of One Piece is Thriller Bark. In its entirety, it is one of the best arcs in One Piece. Hands down. It's cooking Enies Lobby. It's cooking Marineford. And if it wasn't for Gear 5, it'd be cooking Wano 2. And that's all I'm going to say. But as a One Piece fan,
we're going to have to come to some type of agreement here. Because if we're doing a combined tier list, there is no chance in hell we're putting Thriller Bark in top. No way.
Thriller Bark's one of my favorites. And then I'd have to go with Wano.
Anime Wano.
Anime Wano.
Peak.
And which is Peak.
Yeah.
Gear 5. And if I had to pick a third to be my favorite, I'm going to just go with the Baratier arc. It's just...
Oh my God. Top 3?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's you acquire my favorite character of all time. So, I mean, it's the introduction to Sanji.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, he is.
It is an introduction.
Wing of the Pirate King. Cook. He be cooking.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, him and Zeph, like, it's just
so good.
A backstory, 10 out of 10.
It is a really good backstory. It is a good backstory.
Yeah, just,
and then the
so
moment
yeah.
with Mihawk and Zoro.
You feel me? Mihawk and Zoro
it's
moment. Like that arc in its entirety is. Yeah. I swear, sometimes people don't be watching like I be watching. You know, they don't be seeing what I be seeing. Cause Thriller Bark is so good.
Thriller Bark is not that good. Okay, my favorite is much more typical. You got in no order, Marineford, Enies Lobby, and oh man, I can't lie, bro. I might have to put Egghead up there.
Egghead?
I think Egghead might be top 3, bro. It was so good. It was so good. If I had to say though, I do think the ending of Egghead was dragged a little bit, just a little bit. Like it kind of took a while to get there. Like starting from when the transmission started from Vegapunk, it kind of dragged a little bit. But if you think about all the shit that happened in Egghead, dude, you got fucking Admirals, Luffy fighting Admirals, Luffy fighting Gorosei members. You get all 5 Gorosei members transforming. You get more Emu stuff. You get Joy Boy stuff. You get fucking ancient history stuff. The arc has everything you'd want out of a good arc. Lore, fights, character moments, everything. So I just, you know, I know it's early to kind of put it there, but, you know, it was fucking amazing, in my opinion. It was amazing, especially pretty much being manga only for the whole thing, other than like the first, you know.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
I read the whole thing and it was peak. So I have to put it up there, in my opinion.
I feel that.
I am interested to see though where we come to agreements, because since we're doing a combined tier list, something I might think is very good and you might think is average, or vice versa. We're gonna have to come to some.
Oh
type
yeah,
of
most definitely. Because I'm
just not putting Thriller Bark in top 3. I promise you, there's no way.
Listen, we
I'll
don't
tell
have
you
to.
right
we
now.
don't have to. We don't have to. Okay, I
I'll
already
tell you
know.
right now.
I have a feel. The ones in the top 3 I already have rotating in my head. The ones that I want to put there. I mean, Thriller Bark was in there, but I already know that's not gonna happen. So I already put it out.
Yeah. Because where I want to put Thriller Bark, I know it's gonna go higher than where I want it to go.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that as long as it's not top 3. It's fine.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Well, let us go ahead and get started, man.
We might have to do a little deliberation on some of them.
Yeah, no cap. Because the first one we got,
What's going on?
I mean, I can't lie.
I think do you want to go in order? Or do you not want to?
No, we can go in order.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like at the end, we might be moving some things around.
That's
Who
what I'm
knows?
saying. Yeah, at the end, we might have to. Yeah, exactly.
So tweak it a little bit, but we will go in order, and we're starting off with Romance Dawn. Romance Dawn. Now,
I have a love-hate with this.
I
have a love-hate with this.
I personally don't think it was the best.
Mm-mm.
Especially for an intro arc, if it's an arc, you know, like
Yeah.
for an intro arc to a story, it's not the best. But it had its moments.
Yeah, I think the moment with Luffy getting taken by the bandits, and then the whole if you're gonna pull out your gun, you gotta use it. It's not for show or for action or whatever. That moment was really sweet.
Yep, that was sweet.
I hate Shanks losing his arm personally. That still to this day don't understand why that happened.
I do.
Well.
It wasn't strong enough. Mm-hmm.
It was good for what it was.
It was good for what it was.
I'm okay with putting it right now at average.
Okay, that's
right
exactly where I was gonna.
Right in the
middle. Yep.
Yeah, we'll just
stick that right there.
It
for
might
now.
go down.
It
but,
might exactly.
But as for right now, it's going
to
to
stay
average.
average.
Yes.
Orangetown, I can't lie. For me, that's very good. Listen.
Orangetown was good.
You know me. I'm a Buggy fan too. So.
Yeah. So now, okay, let's go back real quick though, because Romance Dawn is including Zoro too, though.
That is true.
It's including them picking up Zoro and them fighting Morgans.
Yep.
Because obviously none of that happens in Orangetown.
Nope.
So I'm more okay with keeping it at average than I was
than you were before.
When I was putting it at average, I was expecting to move it down, but now that it's including the other shit, I might be okay with leaving it there. Yeah.
Yep.
Because the Zoro shit was sweet.
The Zoro shit was sweet. I can't lie. Orangetown for me was one of the better arcs to start off. It was better than Romance Dawn and better than the next arc we're gonna get into, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But
Orangetown was good. It was a good first mainstay villain.
Mm-hmm. First Devil
shit.
Fruit villain appearance.
Yeah. Set the tone.
My boy Buggy set the tone. Niggas think he was gone after this arc too. That's crazy.
I really did.
Niggas think you were never gonna see him again. Little do you know.
I thought he got yeeted big time by Luffy. I was like, all right, Luffy got a dub under his belt.
That boy Oda was like, hold on, I'm gonna cook for this.
Yeah, that's we're gonna keep him around for 1,100 chapters.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I think Orangetown is definitely over Romance Dawn, but I also think it should still stay in average.
No, we can put it in average.
Yeah.
You can put it in average.
And then I would definitely.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I would rank it above Romance Dawn, too.
Yeah, 110%.
And Syrup Village.
Syrup Village. Bro.
I do think it's a step down. I do like
it's such
the fight.
Step down.
I do like the fight though.
The fight I liked.
It saved
was
the arc though.
Kuro versus Luffy saved the arc,
yeah,
and then I did like the 2v1 Zoro sword style with versus that was kind of tough.
Yeah.
So. Like
the end of the arc, arc ended well.
Yes, the arc ended well.
I wasn't there for. I mean, the Kaya thing. I was okay.
Yeah.
Usopp is cool. I like Usopp, but it was like a pretty mid introduction. If we're being completely honest.
Exactly. I can't lie. It took some time for Usopp to grow on me because at first I really didn't like him.
No.
Like when I first met Usopp, bro, I did not like him. I'm not gonna lie. Like but then he grew on me and I became a fan. So.
Yeah, his introduction. I mean, like I said. Being introduced as just someone who lies, bro. Like I wasn't totally into it, and then you had a little group of kids run around with him, bro. The Usopp Pirates, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
It wasn't.
The plot twist with Kuro being, actually being Kuro and not the servant butler dude was cool.
Yeah.
And seeing Luffy fight,
Seeing Luffy fight.
And in an actual fucking fight, because he didn't really. I mean, him and Buggy didn't really
No, they
squabble.
They fought.
Yeah, Kuro and Luffy, it actually meant something. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the OG4 all coming together right there. So the end definitely saved it. If it wasn't for the end, dog water. But because of the end, I would put it at kind of mid.
I would put it at kind of mid too.
For now.
Because it has to be below these two.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure is. Kyle's not going to like this one. Kyle's not going to like this one.
Baratier.
I'll give this one to you. I'll let you take control of
This
one.
this arc was very good. To start off the arc with Sanji cooking full body like that, bro.
Bitched him.
Bitched him.
Bitched him.
Bitched him.
Bitched him bad.
Like
In front of his,
in front of his
too.
girl. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Come
bitched
on.
Him, bitched him bad.
It can't lie. It threw me off a little bit because I think what I was expecting when I first seen Sanji was like this badass character just like Zoro, but then it threw me off because it was like
Complete opposite.
You know, he was
lover boy.
he was
fucking,
like a lover boy type of character.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it obviously because he's my favorite character in the story. But like
right.
this arc in its entirety was amazing. I didn't really like Don Krieg. Obviously, he was kind of
Don Krieg was
kind of
mid.
mid, but
Mid.
you get the Zoro Mihawk fight.
Mid.
The connection between Sanji and Zeph, Sanji's backstory, that shit was like wholesome as fuck.
Yeah, that was nice.
All that shit was nice.
Definitely better in the manga too.
Definitely better in the manga.
Yeah.
The only moment I like versus the Luffy and Don Krieg fight was when Luffy punched him in the face and he was blocking it with the spiked shield or whatever, but Luffy just punched right through that shit.
Yeah,
Like, that shit was tough.
That was tough.
But other than that, the fight wasn't that interesting. I mean, Luffy running through the spears he was shooting at him was kind of cool. Like in that moment, it was like, damn, Luffy's tough as hell.
Yeah.
But
I liked his fight with Kuro more.
yeah, exactly. I kind of liked his
Personally.
fight with Kuro more.
Yeah.
The Zoro speech you get in that episode where he's yelling to Luffy like, "Hey, I won't ever lose again because King of the Pirates doesn't need nothing less than the world's strongest swordsman and all that." Like that's like that was tough.
That's a huge. That's a huge like plot point.
Yeah, you feel me? That was
story.
tough. Like this arc in its entirety was very very deep and it had some action in it too. Like
yeah,
feel me? It was
the whole thing with Zeph being the person that sailed the Grand Line and came back and offered up his logbook to Luffy, and Luffy said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna make my own adventure."
That's so real.
I don't want that shit.
That's so real.
I'm good. Yeah, it was cool. I obviously Zoro being probably my favorite non-Luffy character, and you know, seeing him lose like that was tough. But obviously, it set up for a major comeback. So, I love the arc. It was very good. Yep. I'm okay with putting it at literally very good.
Yep, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah,
And then we get
now it's time. All right,
Arlong Park. Now,
top five.
I'll let you go with this one. I'll let you go with
this arc made me a One Piece fan. This arc made me the fan I am today.
Oh shit.
This seeing the crew, you know, come together for a common goal with Nami and Arlong and shit, and Arlong being built up as this massive fucking like fish man, really strong character, having like a whole crew of strong people. Like, cause before this, we didn't really see like a crew. Like we seen like okay, I guess you could say Kuro's little people, but like I'm not even really, you know what I'm saying? Like Arlong had a crew of people. Like all the fishermen were tough. And they were built to be tough. So just bro, there's so many moments. You got obviously Nami's backstory, her and her sister, and fucking you got the walk. You got fucking Nami getting the hat put on her. You got all the fights. You got fucking Sanji with a nice fight. You got Zoro with a really nice fight. You got fucking Sanji saving Luffy from the water was tough. You know, and then fighting underwater was really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just rewatched that not too long ago, and I didn't realize how fucking good Sanji in that arc was.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing him fight the fishman in the water.
In the water.
Getting grabbed and spiked all the way down and living, bro. Like his insides were all fucked up.
Insides were all fucked
Dude,
up.
Such a fucking good arc. And then you get just a fucking such a good fight with Luffy and Arlong. Such a good fight, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and it's just the meaning behind it, like saving Nami, like the whole she doesn't want to be there. She's a part of Arlong Pirates, but Luffy doesn't give a fuck. Like,
the whole time.
There was never a dull moment.
Yep.
So
I mean, I can't lie. Like, I know we're gonna put it in the very good.
If there was a top five, it would go. In my opinion, it'd go top.
Exactly. We're gonna put it in the top three.
Just until we get to the that's how good I think Arlong Park is.
Exactly. Yeah. It could be.
I think it's gonna end at the top of very good, in my opinion. Maybe.
Yes.
Where it lands, but for right now, I think top three is definitely fine.
Logtown.
Logtown was good. Logtown was lore heavy. Logtown was lore heavy.
It was. Because that's what Smoker.
Smoker pulls up, Dragon pulls
Dragon,
up,
I can't
Buggy
lie.
pulls up, Elvita pulls up, fucking the whole Luffy on the execution platform where you know he
Yeah.
gets saved by lightning. Like, it just seems like a
It was
lot of
lore
lore,
heavy.
a lot of lore.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's fine. It was a good like stopping point before we get to the Grand Line.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if that's, I'm okay with putting it at kind of mid because it's like that was my first thought.
It could
but-
go down there. It could end there.
Okay, so
It
I'm
could end
gonna
there.
put it at
Yeah.
Average right now.
Yeah. After we put them all, we're gonna reanalyze
Yeah.
and move if we have to. But for right now, at the end of average is fine with me.
And then Reverse Mountain, like you were just saying, like
Yeah.
when does this even like?
I mean,
begin?
Reverse Mountain is literally just them getting to the mountain, seeing Laboon, seeing Crocus inside of Laboon, right?
Yeah.
Does he live inside of
More
Laboon?
lore.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's literally more lore. Like, you don't appreciate this arc for what it is until much later.
until much later.
Until
literally.
much later. So it's hard for me to rank it, know it. Like, I'd rather rank it for what it is rather than what it is later in the story.
Because for what it was, don't get me wrong, it wasn't terrible, but I wasn't like,
no, I wasn't
I
like
need
jumping
more of
for
this.
joy for
Yeah, you
Reverse
know,
Mountain.
Kind of
Kind of mid.
It's kind of mid.
It's kind of mid.
You know, that's where I was going with that.
Yeah, it's kind of mid.
So we can put
Yeah.
that there.
It's just face value. Face
Yep,
value.
yep.
It's just kind of mid.
Yep.
It is all it is. Then you get a goat arc.
Whiskey
Goat
Pete.
arc. Zoro versus how many? Doesn't matter.
Now
Doesn't matter.
this is when I low
This
key
made me the Zoro fan that I am today.
no I low key became a Zoro fan at the moment we'll talk about later in the story.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't get me wrong, I liked Zoro, but I wasn't like that's.
So when you seen him do this shit, you weren't like, damn, he's tough?
I'm like damn, Zoro's sweet as fuck.
Yeah, okay. I was
Like,
gonna say, because that's my
no,
thing. I'm like, oh, Zoro's
like,
up.
damn,
He's
sweet as
got
fuck.
he's got to fight. How many fucking?
I was never
Yeah.
one of those
Come on,
characters that would try to argue Sanji stronger than Zoro. I would troll every now and then, but I would never actually argue that because that's just stupid. Why would I argue with Oda?
Yeah.
Like Oda knows what he's doing. Like,
That's clear.
like
Zoro's clear.
it's very clear who's the stronger character. I mean, one lives for fighting and one's a cook. He better be clear.
I think
Like,
a good conversation to have would be comparing Zoro and Sanji in terms of strength. It's not as good of a conversation as you could have in terms of importance, because when you think of wings of the Pirate King, you can't have one wing without the other. So like you have to have both. So like scaling them both to how powerful they are, I think isn't really fair for Sanji, because he's gonna be there regardless. Like how many like Yonkos or like high level commanders of the pirate ship like have two. You know what I'm saying? It's usually right hand.
right,
It's not wings. It's right hand.
right.
So, you have to include Sanji in that. Like,
Oh,
not
yeah.
even like that's why I don't try to like scale them to power, because I do think Zoro's like a lot stronger than Sanji. But in
See,
terms of
I
importance,
I don't think a lot.
I
Me
think if they fought, it'd be at most mid diff.
No.
At most.
See, no.
At most.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
With the exoskeleton suit and invisibility,
Don't
you think
care.
my boy is getting mid diff?
Don't care. Okay, let me ask you this. Sidebar. The exoskeleton durability bullshit, you think he's more durable than Kaido? Because I don't think he is.
He's more durable than King.
That's not what I asked. I asked if he's more durable than Kaido.
No.
Okay, well, Zoro got a pretty nice hit on Kaido.
That's alright.
Left that nice scar. So if he can damage Kaido, he can fuck
is
Sanji
Kaido
up.
as fast as Sanji?
No,
Alright.
but he's very fast.
Yeah,
He was keeping up with Gear 5 Luffy in terms of speed.
I mean,
Wasn't that-
I don't think Gear 5 Luffy is as fast as Sanji.
No, I don't either. But what I'm saying is Kaido's still quick. Like he's still fast.
He is, but
Zoro's
he
fast
doesn't-
too,
he
though.
doesn't
No, you can't. Come
scale.
on, you can't tell me Zoro's not fast.
He's not. But,
Oh,
but no, I'm
man.
not saying he's not. No, he's not fast because he is fast. But none of them scale.
No,
to
I think
fast.
Sanji's the faster
Like,
than them. I do.
He's
think that.
he's on scale with Kizaru fast.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
that's insane.
No, it is.
So like
Sanji's probably fastest on the crew.
yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So speed combined with strength, bro, mid to high diff. Zoro wins mid to high diff.
Mid diff.
Mid to high diff. You gotta say mid to high diff. Because
Mid-diff.
it's not just mid diff. There's gonna be some difficulty.
Well, yeah, some mid difficulty.
No.
You know, he's gonna have a little struggle.
No.
Okay, did Zoro beat King high diff?
Did Zoro beat King high diff? He's seen the
So
seen the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
That was high diff.
Yeah.
And Sanji scales higher than King, so
Sanji beat Queen low to mid diff.
yeah, because he's Queen's level or because he's King's level or higher. That's why he beat Queen.
So if
low
Sanji
diff.
and King fought,
It'd be like
it would have been the same result but worse.
If Sanji and King fought, it probably would have been high diff Sanji.
Would he have had an easier time than Zoro? Zoro had a lot more battle damage though.
No, I wouldn't say an easier time, only because Zoro has the power behind his strikes. Sanji just has the speed, so it would take a little bit longer to do the damage that Zoro did, but he'd still do it.
Did King have conquerors? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Zoro was attacking with advanced coding.
I seen a thing. It said that King and Queen both had armament, but nothing about conquerors.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume they both have armament.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. This dude Zoro was attacking with coding, advanced coding.
Yeah.
So like, it's hard for me to say that Sanji would. I think Sanji would have a harder time, for sure.
Yeah.
For
He
sure.
most definitely would.
At the end of the
I'm just
day,
he'd still win.
they're the wings. That's
They
why
are the
I
wings.
don't like really
They are the
power
wings.
scaling them to each other anymore because they're both important.
I mean, I power scale
Because it doesn't.
but
I don't
Zoro's
like
stronger.
because I like Sanji enough to where I don't like saying Zoro is just that much stronger than him because it kind of diminishes his character. I'd rather just say they're both important.
I mean, I don't think it does at all. Because I think about it like this. My mindset is you got a character that wants to be the strongest swordsman in the world, and then another character that's a cook who's just looking for the all blue, who's trying to make food, but yet he's a wing of the pirates. Like he shouldn't be fighting like this. Name another cook in any other crew that's scrapping like this.
Zeph.
That's on a crew right now, currently in
right
the
now.
story.
Okay, no. So no. Okay.
There isn't one.
No, there's not. He's more than a cook, though. Clearly.
He's
He's clearly a lot more than he.
But his main goal isn't to get stronger and be the best at a single individual goal like
right.
Zoro's is, to where it makes sense
Zoro's
for him
actively
to be
trying to be stronger.
the strongest or to be
Sanji's not.
exactly.
Yeah,
So it would make sense for him to be levels stronger than Sanji. That's why I don't like if someone tells me Zoro's like 2 tiers stronger than Sanji. I'm not gonna argue. Like he actually might be. Like
yeah.
Like
I don't. For me personally, I hate doing it because, like I said, I don't like diminishing Sanji because I think he's that important. I think he's really strong, and I think he's as important as Zoro. I think in terms of importance, I think they're the same.
yes.
They're the same level in terms of how important they are to Luffy. That's why they're the wings.
Yes.
Because if they weren't
If
the same
you don't
importance,
have
they
them,
wouldn't be
they
wings.
wouldn't exactly.
They wouldn't have been stated as such. So the way Oda wrote it, I think they're both in terms of importance at the same level. In terms of power, as a difference, that's why I'd rather look at it from the story standpoint rather than the power scaling standpoint, in my opinion. But we're getting sidetracked. We got more shit. So Whiskey Peak was peak. Clearly.
Yeah, Whiskey Peak was peak.
Having Zoro fucking face palm that
one
one muscle bitch was
goodness.
so sweet.
Minority Hunter.
Yeah, see, we don't gotta start. We don't gotta start those allegations. I promise you. We don't have to start that. Mm-mm.
No, but didn't we have a little Luffy and Zoro squabble?
We did.
That was
the most
that was
unnecessary.
That was
The most unnecessary, no point, no reason fight in the entire shit. I would put it right over Logtown. I would put it.
Okay, because I was gonna say I'd put it right after Orange Town, but
In the middle of Romance
Town and
I'm okay with that.
you okay with
I'm
that?
okay with that.
Okay, yeah, because that's where I was gonna put it. Like right here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Like Little Garden. I actually really enjoyed Little Garden.
But we also have to be careful because, Little Garden for what it was, and now knowing that the Giants are fucking massive to the story, and we're in Elbaf now, it's like...
You're right, but I'm taking it for what it was. Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince. Yeah.
Mr. Prince My boy was
the birth,
cooking.
The birth of Mr.
My
Prince.
boy was cooking this
I can't.
arc.
I'll never forget watching the anime and having him break that bird's neck. Bro, that was the coolest fucking thing. That was the coolest fucking thing. They pull up, he's like, and he kills him. Gets on the phone, he's like, what's up?
It's all good.
We're here. What up?
Nah, that shit was so sweet.
That
bro.
was sweet.
Like I said, Sanji's one of my favorite characters. So seeing moments like that from him,
yeah.
it just lifts up the arc just a little bit for
Well,
me.
it put a lot of importance
Especially,
on him.
especially when they're all after they defeat Mr. 3, who is, in my opinion, ass of shit.
Yeah, Mr. 3's the wax dude, right?
Yeah, the wax dude.
Yeah.
So after they defeat Mr. 3 and they're looking for the log post, who pulls up with that bitch, hey, listen, my boy had it in hand ready, like, hey, listen, I got us.
Yeah, we're good.
Like, we are good.
You're good.
My boy is, Oda uses him as a plot mover, and it's
For sure
very
does.
well done.
Smoke fruit?
No, it was the
it's a
first
Logia.
Logia type fruit we got to see.
And Logias are crazy.
Yeah, and that's when we got to see Smoker, and then we
Yeah.
get these other types of devil fruits, and they're all Promethea types,
Promethea, yep.
But then you meet Crocodile, and it's a Logia again, so
Yeah,
it's
so
kind of
they're-
set
they're
up to where
valuing
it's
how good
like
Logia is.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's like
Smoker's sweet, right?
no.
Oh, I almost had him though. You heard how he was there though. In his heart, in his heart, he wants to say it.
Smoker's not sweet.
That awakening is gonna be different.
Like the little moments within the fight, like Zoro popping out the flames, was trying to cut off his ankles to get out the wax.
Bro,
It's just little moments like that.
Funny
that I
moment
enjoyed.
from Zoro. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna pose. If I'm about to die, I gotta look strong.
Exactly.
I gotta change the way I'm standing. I want to die as a strong warrior,
If I'm gonna
bro.
die, I'm gonna just pose.
Yeah,
and that was hilarious.
Fuck it, he's sweet.
Yeah, pre-time skip Zoro was
Different.
actually hilarious.
Yeah, you can overstate it for now, and we can move it, or you can put it there. I really don't care.
We can put it there. We can put it there for now.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no, we can put it there because I feel
we
like
can-
I'm
we
gonna
can
move it up, but then I'm gonna just move it back down.
Yeah,
later.
we can. Yeah, exactly.
So
hot take. I fucking hated Drum Island and watching it.
really,
Dude, it was so slow to start. I was so bored the beginning of it. Wapple sucks. Wapple fucking sucks, dude. Worst. I think he's the worst villain in One Piece.
The entirety of One Piece.
Worst. Yeah, he's just
I
such
could
a
argue
nothing
there's someone
villain.
else, but
He's a nothing villain.
he is.
He is a nothing fucking villain. Bro, eat stuff. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, come on. Wapple sucks. So I think if Drum Island had a better villain, the arc would have been a lot higher for me. I think Chopper's really good. His backstory was really good. I think Luffy climbing the mountain was crazy moment. But like, other than like Chopper joining the crew, like it's just didn't do much for me.
No, I can't lie.
Didn't do much for me.
I feel the same way. This one did not move me much. From start to finish, the arc was dragged. Pacing was not that well.
Bro, I initially skipped some episodes, bro. Like
there was a lot of moments where you were watching and it's just like this isn't really.
It's slow, dude.
Yeah,
it was
this
just
is-
slow. Just slow.
Like, it's one of those arcs where it's in its entirety, it's not that well, but those bits and pieces where it's just, oh my god, this is good.
Yeah. Sanji could have no diffed Wapple. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I can't lie. An underrated moment in that arc is the combo attack with Sanji and Luffy.
Facts.
It doesn't get talked about enough, bro.
Facts,
My nigga Sanji
yeah.
swung Luffy with the foot, bro.
That was tough.
Oh
That was
my
tough.
god,
That was
shit
tough.
was so sweet.
That was tough. Well, it has its moments. As an arc, though,
I can't lie. It might be worse than Little Garden, but I don't want to put it there. We get Chopper, bro.
I know, but dude.
Okay, for Chopper's sake, this is just for Chopper because I actually fuck with Chopper.
I fuck with
I
Chopper
would
too.
put it in front of Little Garden or.
I'm okay with it going at the end of average, but
That's what I was gonna
there's
say.
a possibility it goes down.
Yeah.
Peak.
Alabasta.
What was that first long one?
This was the first long one.
All the other ones are short in comparison.
Very much so.
Alabasta.
I think Drum Island was kind of long, but it wasn't as long as Alabasta.
No, Alabasta was.
Alabasta was much longer,
Yeah.
but Drum Island was longer than
Right.
majority
right,
of those.
Alabasta is like the culmination of the last few arcs, though.
Yes.
Because during this time, Vivi is with us, and she's the ends up being the like the princess of fucking Alabasta, and her country's at war and shit, and Mr. Zero, who's Crocodile, fucking is overtake that bitch, and he makes it so it never rains, and it's a fucking like desert country. It's really good, dude.
I can't lie, really Crocodile was moving shiesty.
He was moving crazy, bro. He fucked everything up. Came in as a savior.
That's what I'm
like.
saying.
That's a move. That is a fucking warlord move.
Joker-esque.
So yeah, we meet our first warlord.
I think the highlight of this arc for me, without a doubt,
Sanji saving everyone.
No.
Wow.
That's the second.
Wow.
That's the second highlight. The first highlight is Luffy punching Vivi. That's probably got to be...
Bro. Jesus Christ. Now, that was a great moment.
That's probably
It's a great moment. Like, no troll shit. It was a great moment. Like, no troll shit. It was a great moment. Because Vivi needed to get her ass punched. Real talk right there.
I can't lie. Seeing her scream for 5 minutes didn't help me with her character.
Luffy really showed me that these hands are bisexual. They don't give a fuck.
Trying to stop a war, just standing in the middle of it and yelling is not how you do it. It's not. Not how you get things done.
The moves she was making to try to stop this little internal war was not helping whatsoever.
It wasn't.
But then again, her hands were tied, bro. Like the war was never gonna end with Crocodile at the head like that.
No,
it was never gonna end. So I don't.
The only way for it to end was to beat Crocodile's ass, and she was not strong enough for that.
No, Alabasta is very good.
Alabasta is very good. Alabasta is very good.
I think it ranks over Baratier. I think Alabasta is really good. There's a lot of people that think Alabasta is one of the best arcs in the whole thing.
Yeah,
I would disagree, but I think it's still very, very good though.
I mean, see, I don't know. See, I just don't like Vivi, so.
Yeah, see, I like Vivi, so I think I don't mind it.
To me,
you hate Vivi. I don't know why. I don't know why you hate Vivi so much. I never even knew you hated Vivi until not too long ago.
She's such a bad character.
D-member. Real member. You can't hate on the D-member.
She's faking, bro. Mooching off her ancestors is crazy.
Sure.
Let's get to Jaya.
Yeah, let's get to Jaya. Jaya was good. I like Jaya.
Jaya was good, but...
Blackbeard introduction?
That is the Blackbeard intro.
Blackbeard intro. What's his name? Dude Luffy punched.
Bellamy?
Bellamy.
Nah, not Bellamy.
I'm not saying he's sweet. I'm saying Luffy punching Bellamy was tough.
Luffy punching Bellamy was
because tough. the whole like Bellamy's like, oh, this dude's weak. His bounty's only so and so much, and then he doesn't even know Luffy's way higher than that.
Yep.
So he finds out Bellamy was being shicey. So all Luffy does is literally walk up,
just
one shots him. So tough. So tough.
That was one of the toughest moments. Like we see Doffy too.
Dude, oh yeah, because Jaya is when they have the first meeting.
We see Doffy too.
Dude, he pulls up Akuma at the meeting when he was stepping. Big stepping. That's such a good fucking moment.
Such a good moment. And this is a good arc. I can't lie.
No, it's got some moments, dude. Jaya's cool.
Jaya's cool.
You get the whole Nolan shit, which is cool. Lore heavy.
Lore heavy.
Didn't know it at the time. Skipped it. Went back and watched it. Did skip it initially. I was like, I'm not watching no Nolan flashback. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm not watching no filler ass Nolan. I am not. Then I went back and I was like, damn, Sufi. I'm okay with putting it at once again average.
I'm okay with putting it at average as well.
It can go up or down. I mean, it can go down or stay, but I think for right now, I think average is good. Yeah, I think it was better than Drum Island. I think it was better than Logtown. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Right there?
Yeah. For now.
Yep.
Skypiea. Good arc. Another good arc.
Skypiea is another good arc.
Can't lie, though. Them Shandorians can go. That was...
Yeah,
I am good.
I can't lie.
I am good on Wiper. I'm good on all the Shandorian lore. Don't care. Didn't care, don't care now. Our first introduction to hockey.
Yes.
Like, what's it called? Not visual hockey, but observation hockey. Yeah, observation hockey. First time, and they called it what did they call it? They called it mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called
Yep.
it. So they called it mantra. So this is another thing. Like different places in One Piece call things different names.
Yep.
So like, hockey was called mantra in Sky Island. So like that was cool. Enel was cracked, so cracked.
I can't lie, he was cooking, bro.
Dude.
Can't lie, my boy Sanji. I need a light moment in Skypiea.
That was tough too.
Tough.
Overlooked.
Very
That's an
tough.
overlooked. That's an overlooked moment because that's kind of the Zoro moment before Zoro.
Mm-hmm. My boy took that shit for
He took
Usopp.
it.
A lot of lore.
Skypiea had crazy lore because you
Yes.
haven't even touched on Gear 5 yet.
Yep.
A lot of Gear 5
A
lore.
lot of Gear 5 lore.
I don't know. The Shandorians brought it down for me because I just was such a not a fan of that. Like when they were on screen, I was bored, like really bored. Trying to get back to back fucking like plot armor heavy fights, which I mean is fine. It's the MC. I can't hate on the MC for winning a fight due to plot armor because he's the MC.
Exactly.
It just happens. But I would have enjoyed the fight more if Luffy actually got, fucked up more.
Right. I mean,
Because at the end of the day, he couldn't hit Enel.
no,
He had to hit him
doesn't
with the belt or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck with the golden shit that was on his hand.
Yep.
So like, I don't know. It was cool. It was kind of anticlimactic though.
Yes.
It was, because you see Enel built up to be this huge big bad, and then
And
Luffy
then the
kind
fight
of
was
just
just like, yeah.
no diffs him a little bit.
Exactly.
um,
So, I mean, I'm fine with putting
Yeah.
it there.
I'm fine with that. Got to my favorite arc.
Long Ring, Long Land.
Dog water. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Get that weak ass filler arc. Talk to me about no fucking Davy back fight. Get the fuck out of here. Weak ass dog water ass
Afro
arc.
Luffy.
Only sweet thing. Real peak.
Yeah, real peak right
Water
here.
7, baby.
Water 7. Now, Water 7.
Heat.
Fuck.
Heat. Fucking heat.
Water 7 is heat. Water 7 was packing with a lot of shit.
Yes.
Like,
As soon as you get to Water 7, you
like,
got
it's
conflict.
just- that's what
Because
I'm
you
saying.
get Robin snatched up by CP9.
Mm-hmm.
Snatched up. And we're like, what the fuck, Robin?
Robin gets taken.
This is why, and it's crazy because when I seen that, I'm like, I fucking knew Robin was an op. I knew it. I knew she was a fucking op. Frankie
Pre-time
intro
skip
is cool.
Frankie was cool.
I can't lie. Pre-time skip Frankie's better.
Pre-time skip Frankie was
He's better.
legitimately cool as hell.
He's better than
Yes.
Post.
Yes.
Post, he's like, he doesn't fit in anywhere.
No.
Pre-time skip, he was cool.
He was so cool.
He was cool.
That shit.
One of my favorite fights in the whole thing.
That shit was.
Because
Peak.
Usopp against anyone else, ass. Usopp against Luffy,
Batman.
peak.
Niggas, I'm Batman.
Yeah. Like, Usopp with prep time? Shit.
Shit. I
Usopp
don't
with
know.
prep time?
I can't lie.
I need Usopp to fight everybody like he's fighting Luffy.
They really squabbled.
They really did.
Like they really threw down.
At the end of the day, Luffy did damn near one-shot him. But the
Yeah.
fact that Usopp didn't die immediately says something.
Mhm.
You know, the fact that he actually used his surroundings and used what he knew to actually do some damage to Luffy is extremely
rare.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, shiested Tom.
Shiested
Tom got shiested bad. He got shiested real bad. And he ate that fucking spear or whatever the fuck it was. He ate it.
Ate that bitch.
Ate it. We get Pluton.
Yep.
Pluton lore is crazy.
Pluton lore.
We
that
got
early-
first mention of an ancient weapon.
Ancient weapons.
A lot of shit in Water 7, man. A lot of shit. And we don't even get to the meat and potatoes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
A lot of shit in that.
Water 7 was really good, especially when it's setting up for what, they leave Water 7. They're going to save Robin.
Water 7 is very peak.
Water 7 is really good. Literally going to put it very good. I put it above Alabasta.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to the best, in my opinion, best arc in the whole show.
In his lobby.
Best arc, all One Piece. Perfect arc. Perfect arc. No notes. 10 out of 10. Nothing I would have done differently. It is the epitome of this show, of this story. Like it is when everyone come in unison to fight for a new crewmate. It was perfect. The whole standoff, shooting the flag down. Zoro and shit before that, Zoro and Luffy combined attack against the wave, bro. Like, come on, tough,
Very
fucking tough.
Very tough.
You get squabbles from everyone. Whole crew gets fights. You get Monster Point Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
You get Ashura Zoro. You get
Ifrit.
yeah. Well, not Infreet.
I know.
Not Infreet.
Diablo Jump.
Diable Jamba. That's tough. One moment I really like in Enies Lobby is when Sanji got fucked up by Caulifla and Nami had to fight her.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows that the crew really rides for each other now. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny too because now that we see that he's done that in Wano, it's like he's done it for both the females.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Both females. No, it's just the writing in Eddie's Lobby, perfect. The fight with Lucci, perfect.
Perfect.
Absolutely fucking perfect.
I can't lie, the fight with Lucci at this point in the story was my favorite fight in all of One Piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, 100%. I think he also gets Sniper King. Sniper King's tough.
Yep.
Sniper King is crazy tough.
Gear 2.
Yep. Fucking. And then this the whole story with Robin. You get her whole backstory. You see how down bad she was with O'Hara. That backstory killed me. Fuck, dude, killed me. That was I think a top 2 backstory to me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time.
Long time.
And then I want to live. That's tough.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
want to
I'm saying?
live.
That's so
man.
tough. And
That moment, bro.
Yeah.
That
It's
shit
one of the best moments.
hits.
It's one of the best moments in the whole
That
story.
shit hits.
Yep.
Different.
Yep. There's not too much I can say about Enies Lobby that hasn't been said. It's that good. It is that fucking good.
It really is. And then we get to
Oh, brother. I was nervous for this one.
one of my favorite arcs in the entirety of One Piece.
I'll say this.
In my opinion.
It's definitely one of the funniest arcs.
This is
Definitely
one of
funny
the
arc.
most well put together arcs
Oh, come on.
in the entire story.
Oh, well put together.
Luffy's journey.
Moria?
Yes.
Moria, well put together? Oh,
Yes.
brother.
That fat onion, yes.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
And then the fact that you also get Brooke.
Brooke Sweet.
Brooke was sweet.
Brooke Sweet. He ate the fucking death fruit? What was
Something,
it?
I don't know, bro. It was
Whatever
some
they
stupid
made him
shit.
live
Yep.
as a skeleton,
Yep.
which, looking back, that was crazy. Like, watching your whole crew die,
Yeah.
one by one,
and then
just being alive for
being
years and
alive.
years and years.
It's
Insane.
insane.
A ship that just floats in the middle of nothingness.
Kind of crazy. And you don't get a shadow.
No shadow.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. Like John just said, bro, it was a lot of funny moments in there as well. Luffy stuffing the zombie back in.
Classic One Piece. It
Cracking
really
the
is.
fucking
It really is classic
ground, bro. That
pre-time
shit was
skip One Piece.
hilarious. It was full of little moments like that.
Yeah.
But the whole crew fighting oars together,
Sweet.
shit was hard. We got Brooke showing off his moments versus the little spider monkey thing.
Yeah.
That shit was
Hogback,
tough.
ass.
Hogback was ass.
Moria, ass.
Moria was ass.
Ass.
Nightmare Luffy was tough.
Nightmare Luffy was sweet.
That
The
shit
sword.
was
He was sweet.
That shit was so tough. And then you get one of the best moments in One Piece
Yep.
with the nothing happened in Zoro. And in this moment is when I became a fan of Zoro.
Mm.
Because I wasn't a fan, but I was, Zoro's on the crew. So like any other Straw Hat crew member, I'm going to like you.
Yeah, right.
But I was a fan of Sanji, a fan of Luffy. But in this moment, when he did this, bro, and that happened, and
Yeah, Kuma pulls up.
Kuma pulls up, bro.
He pulls up crazy.
Kuma pulls up.
Kuma pulls
crazy.
up crazy. We also can't gloss over Perona and Usopp.
Oh yeah, Perona. And
that's pretty
Usopp.
big.
Yeah,
That's pretty big.
because no one else could have fought Perona technically.
Except Usopp.
The one person who was already feeling down bad about himself.
I'm just always negative. I have a naturally negative personality.
Exactly. So therefore, her negative personality attack don't work.
Yeah. So it was cool seeing Usopp fight someone that only he could fight.
Yeah, it was nice to give him a little moment
Yeah.
there. And it's not like she was weak either. It's just she was strong, but her shit was literally the direct weakness for him. So it was
And then my one man's had the invisibility fruit that Sanji wanted forever. Like, bro.
Oh yeah, yep.
I don't know where I want to put Thriller Bark, bro. I don't know. If it were me, if this was my ranking purely only, and you're gonna disagree heavily, I would put it at, like, I would either put it. I think I would put it in between Romance Dawn and Jaya. I would put it there. I know you would probably put it way higher.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'd probably put it like
Oh Lord.
right there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
I don't know. It's hard for me to overstate it because once again it has some of my favorite, bro. The Zoro moment's one of my favorite moments.
I can't lie. I'm gonna put it right here.
Over Jaya.
Yeah.
Okay. Sabayoti, tough.
Sabaody, tough.
We got Worst Generation intros.
You got the kid intro.
The kid intro. You get reintroduced to the Fishmen.
Yeah.
In a way, you see Hachi.
Yes,
Do that
Hachi.
Zoro slice the fuck up back in Arlong Park.
Mm-hmm. You see,
Kami.
Yep.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Zoro's gonna fuck up a Celestial, and then Bonnie.
Well, we learn about the Celestials.
Yep.
We learn that they're
about
just
Celestial
absolute
dragons
pieces
that
of
are
fucking shit.
Exactly, dog water people.
Yeah, just terrible people. They enslave humans and other kinds and make them like pets and shit. It's fucked up.
Kind of crazy. I can't lie.
I mean, Sabaody has a whole like underground slave trade, which is insane.
We see all the supernovas, right?
Yeah.
So we got
Worst Generation. Yeah.
We see obviously the big three. You got
Luffy,
Kid, Law. Then you get Bonnie.
Yep.
You got Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rouge, Apu, Zoro. Was it X Drake?
X Drake. Yep.
X Drake, Killer.
Was Killer and Kid together at the time?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think
that's
it. I think there were only 10 of them.
Yeah, I think 10.
I was gonna say Beige, but I don't think he was a part of.
No, he was. He
He
was.
really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
So that's 11.
Yep. He was for sure there.
Yeah, I can't lie.
I feel like we're also forgetting one more.
I feel like we are too.
'Cause I don't think it was 11. I don't think we're missing anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I think that is everyone. 11's a kind of crazy number.
It's a weird number.
That's a weird number to land on. I mean, I would think 12. But
that's what I'm saying.
I thought it was low key. I didn't think it was 10.
I thought it was 10, and then you said, or I said Beige, and I was like, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Worst Generation.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see all of them. Some of them cool, some of them not so much.
Then you get Kizaru.
Oh, yeah.
Kizaru pulls up. First Admiral appearance.
Admiral.
No, because Aokiji.
No, we've seen Aokiji before.
But like
this
he
was
wasn't
our first
moving like that.
Admiral action appearance.
Yeah.
One that was on.
This is the first time we see an Admiral pull up as an Admiral.
On timing.
Yes. Pull up as an Admiral. Because when we did see Aokiji,
he was chilling.
He was quite literally chilling. He was more tied to Robin.
Just strolled his bike on ice.
Yeah, he was more tied to Robin rather than just being an Admiral. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of just moving like that. Kizaru pulls up
And
as an Admiral.
He's on timing. This man is standing on business.
Yeah.
Because when he pulls up, his intro is him flying in on a fucking
What, like a light
cannon,
yeah.
bro.
Oh,
The
yeah,
cannon guy.
Yeah.
He's riding on the cannon.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was crazy. Insane. Feet.
He's another Logia, right?
Yeah.
All the straw hats at different places.
Yeah, I can't lie. He cooked them.
At the time, I was sick about it.
Very sick, because I didn't know what happened to my people.
Yeah, the way the narrator was like, on this day, the
Hey.
Straw Hat Pirates. I'm like, bro,
He
what
said
the
the
fuck
Straw Hat
happened?
Pirates were eradicated.
Yeah, right, what happened? Like, what happened, bro? And then, yeah, so.
Luffy breaks down. Seeing Luffy break down crying like that,
He couldn't protect his friends, man.
that shit was
That shit hurt.
tough.
That shit hurt. Shit hurt
'Cause,
big
like,
time.
Very good arc.
Yeah.
This was what? Right before the time skip.
Yeah.
So, I think pretty much in most of the arcs pre-time skip, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Straw Hats seem to have been together
They were.
as a group
Yeah.
for
Well, because
a
they were constantly
majority-
adding.
a
they were-
majority of
Yeah, they were
these
constantly adding, though. You know what I'm saying? Constantly adding new members. So,
post time skip is a lot of separation between groups
yeah.
where it's split
Oh,
up
yeah.
into these four are together, then
Oh,
these
yeah.
two are together, then these three are together, and it's more broken down.
mm-hmm. So I mean,
But-
where would you rank it though? Like, I want to put
Sabaody?
it. I want to put it in very good, but I also think that might be overvaluing it a little bit.
Fine with putting it there. I mean, I would be fine with putting it above Baratier, but I'm fine putting it here too.
Yeah,
So
I think for now we'll put it there. We see Luffy gets transported to this place called Amazon Lily, where he meets fucking Boa. I really I enjoyed Amazon Lily. I thought Amazon Lily was really good.
I can't lie, I thought this shit was mid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
wasn't
thought
the
it was
biggest
good
fan.
seeing Luffy operate without anybody.
I was not a fan.
Really?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was cool. Seeing how Luffy would act without, because we haven't seen him act by himself since he met
Quite
fucking
some
Zoro.
time, yeah.
So seeing him in a place where he doesn't know where he is, what's going on, none of his friends are there, none of his crew's there, and his only thought on his mind is we got to get back to Sabaody. I'm okay with putting it at kind of mid, just because not a ton happened, but I do think that was pretty significant. So, Impel Down.
Impel Down.
Where Ace is being held. Tough arc.
Tough arc.
Tough arc.
I
You get
underrated
Buggy,
arc, bro.
You get Buggy back.
Buggy's
you get
back.
Bon Clay back.
Bon
Mr.
Clay.
3 is back.
Oh my god.
Mr. 3.
Fuck Mr. 3.
You get Ivankov introduction.
So that was really lit. I like the Magellan, poison, devil fruit, whatever the fuck he's got going on. That shit's underrated as fuck.
Super underrated. He's sweet. He's very powerful. People
He's
don't realize
so strong.
Magellan damn near beat all of Blackbeard's crew
Solo
at that
Dolo.
time. Solo Dolo.
Like, yeah, Impel Down, I can't lie. All in all, it was a really good arc.
Yes.
It was really good.
Because now they're going to save Ace.
Exactly.
Now Luffy has a crew. We also meet Jinbei,
Ah, yeah, that's true.
who fucks with Ace.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm a rock with y'all. Like, he was a former warlord. I would put it right. I'm either gonna put it either in front of or behind Alabasta, in my opinion. You can make the decision on where, but I think it definitely goes in very good. I just don't know if I would put it above or in front of.
I would put it above.
Oh, you're in front of Water
not
7?
That, yeah.
Oh,
no,
shit, I'm about to say, oh, shit.
no. In front
Oh,
of
shit.
Alabasta.
Yeah, Impel Down was lit. But Marineford, I mean, fuck,
Marineford.
dude. You could call Marineford a series ender for almost.
Damn near any series.
I swear, bro. You get every big character. Every person that was someone to this point in the story is in Marineford fighting.
Marineford.
You get Whitebeard crew pulling up, try to save Ace. You get all the admirals. You get most of the warlords. Well, not all the warlords. You get fucking Luffy falling from the sky. You get Garp there.
Garp.
You get fucking everything you could want out of a
Everything
climax
you could
arc.
want out of a climax out of a war-based arc.
Yes.
This
Like
was-
Fourth Great Ninja War vibes. It's like
Yeah.
just everything is happening.
This was the peak.
Like what Marineford is what the Fourth Great Ninja War should have been, in my opinion. Because the Fourth Great Ninja War was really good until the end.
Yes.
And then it got very, very just mixed together. You know, it just was very convoluted.
Yep.
I think Marineford is how it should have went down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you write a war arc.
Yeah. Shanks is in this arc.
Shanks pulls up at the end, stops the war.
Blackbeard's in this arc.
He pulls up and steals Whitebeard's devil fruit.
My goodness, this arc was jam packed.
Yeah, I mean,
it was jam packed.
top three, no question.
Top three, no question.
Top three, no question.
No question. No.
I put Enies Lobby above Marineford, but I think it's close.
Okay.
It's really close. Return of Sabaody, it literally is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah.
include seeing all of where the Straw Hats are at this point.
Yeah.
So they're all in their own little islands, doing their own thing. Then they end up all making it back. So at the end of Marineford, you get like the whole, we're not gonna meet up in 3 days. We're gonna meet up in 2 years. So Luffy essentially tells everyone, go get stronger. We're gonna meet back up in 2 years. Luffy goes back to Amazon Lily and trains with Rayleigh. All that happens, and then 2 years later, everyone becomes strong as shit and returns
Yep.
Sabaody together.
We get a time skip. We're a little bit older now.
Yeah, yep.
A little bit stronger. Actually, a lot of bit stronger.
Yeah, we got some people on the crew are dumb stronger.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you don't think Sanji gets like stronger, but he does because he learns a lot of like the shit that CP9 had.
CP9 was.
You know, he's able to airwalk now. He's able to, utilize his movement a lot more because he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, he doesn't have to use his hands even less. Because when you only use your feet to fight, at some point you feel like you're gonna have to, squabble with the hands. But when you're able to add to the arsenal like he was, it makes it even more likely that he's never gonna use his hands ever
Exactly.
again. So, that's all sweet. Everyone returns. They made a bunch of pacifistas, so they cloned Kuma a bunch of times, and they're just wreaking havoc. And the same Kuma that none of the Straw Hats could beat, they ether, essentially.
Straight ether.
I was thinking average.
I was thinking average too.
It's a good arc.
But
I would put it.
I can't lie. It's better than all three of these.
Yeah.
And then this is where I start to question.
It's
things.
better. It's probably better than Jaya.
Better than Jaya. Better than Thriller. And then is it better than Whiskey Peak?
Yes.
Better than Orangetown?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not better. Than
Not
Skypiea.
better than Skypiea.
No.
I already know it's not better than Skypiea.
No. Because there's so much meaning behind it. You see, everyone getting back. They've been gone for 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
You get the whole fucking. You get to see Luffy training a little bit with Rayleigh.
Exactly, and it's just nice to see glow ups too.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Zoro comes back with one fucking eye after training with
Yes.
Mihawk. Then you get Fishman Island, which I mean, I feel like I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Bogged down by a bad villain.
Yeah.
If Horty was a
Yeah.
better villain, Fishman would be really, really good. Like, there are a lot of good moments, but like the villain sucked.
The villain sucked.
The villain sucks, man. The villain fucking sucks.
I can't lie. This is average. When you look at it as a whole, Fishman Island to me is kind of average.
Yeah,
It would be very good if the villain was better.
yeah. I mean, we got decent fights, but like it was more to just show off the upgrades,
Yeah, to
more to
show
show
off
off
the
the
upgrades,
power
exactly.
difference. Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's still average, in my opinion.
Still average.
I can't lie. There's a lot more average than I thought there would be.
Yeah.
There's a lot more average than I thought there was going to be. I think Fishman Island is, around the Thriller Bark tier.
Punk Hazard.
Now this is the start of a very long journey. The Kinemon thing where he's cut in half, I'm good.
Yeah.
Law's cool. Law's cool.
yeah, Law's
you see
sweet.
what Law's been up to. He's a warlord now. That's cool. You get Smoker pulling back up. That's cool.
Yeah.
You get him and Tashigi swapping bodies. Okay. You get all the Straw Hats swap in, which, in my opinion, that's dumb.
That was
stupid.
Could've
Giant
went without
babies.
that. Could have went without that.
Like this arc is very like sporadic. Like a lot of just shit happens.
Yeah, and it's just out of nowhere.
You get the Yeti Cool Brothers. You get the fucking the Yeti Cool Brothers.
Yeah, nah, I can't lie. That was not cool.
Yeah, I mean, long story short, I'll just say it. I think Punk Hazard was kind of mid.
I think it was kind of mid as well. The only significant moment that I can remember, it's not even significant to the plot that much, but like Zoro cutting that one bitch in half was like insane.
Oh. Oh yeah. Tough.
Like, that shit was insane.
Tough.
But other than that, like that moment right there lifted
Well,
the arc
also,
for me.
also doesn't Dofi pull up at the end of this arc?
Yeah, he does pull up.
He pulls up at the end of this arc and tries to kill Smoker, and then Aokiji pulls
Aokiji
up.
pulls up.
That was a cool moment. That was a cool moment. I didn't know Aokiji and Smoker were tight like that. Some of the crew did. Yeah, I'm putting it kind of mid. Little Garden's better.
Alright.
Amazon Lily's better. I think it's fine there.
Yeah. It's just barely better than Sarah Village, but
Yeah.
it's better.
So Dressrosa is...
Fuck, bro.
So anime Dressrosa?
Fuck.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ.
Manga Dressrosa? Way better.
Cook.
Way better. It's literally like night and day. It's a really good arc. You get Dofi, who is one of my favorite villains in the whole show, in the whole thing.
One of my favorite of all time.
He's a menace. It's a very good arc in the manga. In the anime, it's kind of mid. So if we're doing that, makes it average, right?
Average, yeah. It makes it fucking average. I'd agree wholeheartedly.
Zoe, this is a slow arc.
Yeah.
They go to Zoe. We find out fucking... At this point, Kimon's along for the ride. We pick up... Who do we pick up in Dressrosa? We pick up Painting Dude. Weak boy. Kanjuro. Weak ass Kanjuro.
Oh my god.
Weak ass fucking Kanjuro.
God, Kanjuro.
Weak ass Kanjuro. So Zoe is essentially... We pull up... We get... what's his name? The ninja guy.
Kappa?
No, God, no. That's in Wano, brother. Neen.
Nin.
Neen. I can't think of his fucking name.
The GOAT.
We get him. I don't know why I can't think of his name. It starts with an R. Rizo.
Rizo.
So Rizo was safe. You know, they were harboring him. Someone from Kaido's crew pulls up. His name's Jack. He wreaks havoc on the fucking island looking for this dude named Rizo.
Fucking Jack.
You know, that's a part of Kaido's shit from Wano. He pulls up, absolute menace.
Yeah.
Tears apart all of Zoe looking for him.
Bitch made ass.
So what happens is the crew gets split up again. Half the crew goes to Wano, half the crew goes to Whole Cake to get Sanji.
Facts.
So Luffy, Nami, Brook.
Yeah, Luffy, Nami, Brook, and
Chopper.
I think that's it.
Go after Sanji.
Yeah.
Along with Carrot and Pedro.
Along with Carrot and Pedro, and Zoro, Robin, Frankie.
Zoro, Robin, Frankie, and Usopp. Go to Wano.
Yep.
So, Zoe's cool. We get a road poneglyph. First one, I think, right?
Yep.
So the first one of 4. So that's important.
I mean, yeah.
It's important.
I mean, when it comes for, like, impact, I guess Zoe was really good. But, like...
As an arc, it's kind of mid.
Arc, it's kind of mid.
It's kind of mid. Like, the Rizo moment was really good. But, like, Jack's not there. There's no fight with Jack.
Yeah.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that happens is they get there, they realize Sanji's gone, Rizo's safe, and they all make an alliance. And then they go on to Whole Cake. So.
Yeah, this shit was not, yeah, no.
I would put it kind of mid.
I would put it kind of mid as well.
I would put it right behind Punk Hazard. Me personally.
I feel that. All right, you guys, 3 arcs
3 more.
left.
Whole Cake was fucking Disney as hell.
Whole Cake was fucking amazing.
Disney
I can't
as
lie.
fuck. No, Whole Cake is really good. You get a lot of shit in Whole Cake. You get Sanji being fucking damn near forced to marry Pudding,
Yep.
which is crazy. You find out a second Sanji backstory,
Yeah, second Sanji backstory
which is I think the only
insane.
character to get 2 backstories.
Yep, it's funny too because I remember before watching Whole Cake, I was watching with my boy Kyle, and I was getting close to Whole Cake. He was like, "Oh yeah, bro, you're gonna fuck with Whole Cake," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "I don't know, bro. It sounds kind of ass."
No, you fuck
What's
with
an
it.
arc called Whole Cake
Yeah.
Island? But my favorite character was Sanji, so like
Yep.
he knew, like, and boy,
Big Sanji arc,
This
huge
arc
Sanji arc.
cooked.
Big Mom shit.
Yeah,
She's
a lot
an
of Big
emperor.
Mom shit.
She's an emperor. Obviously, we touched on Big Mom back in Fishman Island.
Yeah.
She runs this shit.
The Emperor, Big Mom, and Judge wanted to,
Combined families.
combine families. They wanted to mingle.
And that's Big Mom's whole thing. She wants a little bit of everybody, a little
Yep.
bit of every race, a little bit of every type of human, whatever. And she has this giant family. She has so many kids.
Kind of weird if you guys me.
She has so many kids. A lot of husbands.
She has a lot of kids.
A lot of husbands, a lot of kids. And so essentially the goal is to get Sanji away from this wedding. And Sanji actually is fine with it. He was going to just do it because he didn't think he had a choice. They pull up. Him and Luffy fight, which is nuts.
Yeah.
That fight was crazy.
It's crazy too because a lot of people don't understand that what Sanji was doing was he was looking at it from his point of view. If he doesn't do this, then he knows that his family is aligned with Big Mom and they're going to either attack the Straw Hat crew and then they also were threatened Zeph back at Baratier.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he just chose to do this because
Mm-hmm.
there was no other option. Like
Well,
no,
and they
like,
handcuffed him with the shit that would explode his hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you tried to, I think it was like a vicinity-based thing where if he
Mhm.
left or did something, his hands would
His hands
explode.
would
and
explode.
He uses the cook.
So it's like, a lot of people just like talk down on him for leaving the crew and this and that, or he didn't have to. He could have just believed in his friends. Well, he does believe in his friends, bro. But like, there's just some things you just can't control. Like,
Yeah.
what happens when he believes in his friends and then all of a sudden Zeph gets his head blown off? Like,
Yeah, exactly. He cares more about the other people than himself at that point.
you feel me? So it's
So-
like, there's only so much you can do.
Right.
But it was really good. I like his scrap with his father. That shit was really
That
good.
shit was lit.
I like him pulling up on the table in the all white with the legs on fire.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that
Tough.
shit was tough as fuck. Luffy and Katakuri. So that's like
One of the best fights.
one of
in
the
all
best fights
One of the best fights.
in
Period.
One Piece, in my opinion.
Period. It's
It
still
was-
top 3.
It was so fucking good. I obviously if you fucking read and watch whatever, you know that Luffy shouldn't have won that fight.
Yeah.
At full strength, both of them full strength 1-on-1, Katakuri wins.
Mm-hmm.
Not like currently, but like
No, but at the time.
at the
Luffy,
time in Wano, both of them at full strength, Katakuri wins that fight.
Yep.
But
Katakuri essentially he evened the playing field because
I mean
Luffy got snuck.
yeah.
Luffy got snuck.
Katakuri
Katakuri snuck himself.
Because you gotta have real honor. That's like
Yeah.
the most honorable like that's like some like Viking shit. Like
Yeah.
you know, like
So this isn't
my
not
opponent
even.
my opponent got hit by an outside source, so I'm gonna do this to myself to make
Exactly.
it even. Like
Exactly.
that's like some real honorable
then
shit.
Katakuri is the second person we saw with awakening because Dofi also had an awakening.
Yep.
He's worth a Billy,
Mm-hmm.
and Luffy beat him.
Katakuri's Devil Fruit was also the first one we've seen similar to Luffy's, like to where
He
He
could
could do
mimic.
the
Yeah,
same
he could
damn
mimic
moves.
Luffy's attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mochi fruit.
mm-hmm. So,
No,
yeah, that
the
was
fight
pretty
was
lit.
crazy. Sanji making the cake and appeasing Big Mom was
Yep,
crazy.
That shit was crazy as hell. There was a
Jinbei.
lot. Yep, good Jinbei moments.
Jinbei moments. Yep.
there was a lot of characters in Whole Cake, but a lot of them were just so useless to me. Like,
Yeah, it was overcrowded with characters.
yeah, it was like,
There's a lot of
yeah,
characters.
it was like if Marine Ford was filled with fodder.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of fodder in
It was
in
just a
Whole Cake.
lot of nobodies.
We didn't get a Big Mom fight.
No, which I thought we were gonna get.
I thought we would get two.
I assumed that we would get a fight versus Big Mom in in Whole Cake. And it's crazy because when I remember we were watching it, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna fight Big Mom at the end of this arc. But I'm like, we can't end the arc with us defeating a Yonko already, right?
Yeah.
So we have to lose. So we're probably gonna lose this fight and have to come back the next arc.
Yeah, because the whole goal here wasn't to fight Big Mom.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to get signed.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, we're gonna have to lose this fight to
Yeah.
Big Mom, but somehow escape. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, Oda would make it happen, but like
Yeah.
it just went in a
Because
completely
you couldn't afford a loss,
Yeah,
but you also couldn't afford a fight.
exactly.
So you have to just leave.
It went in a completely
Yeah.
different direction than what I thought, which is good for the arc. I liked it. I enjoyed
because
it.
Luffy fighting Katakuri is fine.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he's still super big dog.
Exactly.
It's fine.
So I liked it. It was really nice.
Yeah, I would put Whole Cake. I would put it right behind Water 7 because I think it's really good.
Okay.
You would probably put it close to top 3, in my opinion.
I mean, me personally, I would, but I'm perfectly fine with putting it
I
right
think-
here.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
looking at them all as a whole. That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
And
Then you
then
get to the big climax of the last 4 arcs.
Wano Kuni.
Yeah. Wano Kuni. Kaido, dude, fuck. Get all of the Kaizen 9 together. You get the reveal that they're from the future.
Those fucking bugs.
Or they're from the past, I guess.
Yeah.
You'd say.
But yeah, they're from the past.
This is like
They
their
traveled
future.
20 years into the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
We get a
bums.
Odin backstory with
Odin
Roger.
backstory was lit as fuck.
One of the best. The Odin backstory with showing him on the Roger and Whitebeard
Wasn't
Pirates.
that the clash?
Yes.
With Odin and
Yes.
or Odin, Whitebeard.
It was the
and
first time we
Roger,
got on-screen
bro.
Roger ever.
That shit was so.
It was our first look at what Roger
that
was
shit
like.
Was so tough.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. You get that. You get the obvious fucking Gear 5, which is just otherworldly.
The anime did that shit.
Otherworldly.
11
Gear
out
5.
of 10. I can't express how perfect the anime did Gear 5.
Yeah, they bodied that big time.
Jesus
The
Christ.
anime, all of the raid, the anime boosted crazy.
Cooked.
Like the animation for the raid was so crazy. Like, you got the Zoro and Sanji episodes. You got all the Gear 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You get multiple Kaido and Gear 5 fights.
Yep.
They were just animated to the heavens.
Yep.
Like
The Sanji and Queen fight animated top tier. Zoro and King fight animated
got those
top
back
tier.
to back, dude.
Back to back.
Tough.
Like I said this once before, and I will say it again. Those might have been the 2 best back-to-back episodes to air weekly
Man,
ever.
I hear you.
Like
I feel that
back to back.
because you literally got 2 movies. You
Other
got 2 movies.
those
This is different.
those 2 episodes to me were like I don't know what more I could have asked for.
Well, because in the manga, the Zoro fight with King was like good, but it wasn't nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
It was insane in the anime. Insane. Fucking nuts.
Insane.
Like it's literally the tale of 2 coins because in Dressrosa, or not Dressrosa, in Whole Cake, the fight with Katakuri in the manga was nuts.
Nuts.
In the anime, it was really good, but not as good as in the manga. It's the exact opposite in Wano. Wano was heavily uplifted by good animation
Yes.
because the pacing in Wano was garbage.
Garbage.
But the animation made it look crazy, and it really inflated it for me.
Yeah, I can't lie. This was one of my favorite arcs, not only because of Gear 5 and not only because of those 2 fights, but just the little meaningful moments
Yeah.
with Luffy. And it's not that I enjoy the whatever they're called, the fodder samurai.
Like Kaizen 9?
Yeah. And then whatever else there was going on, but like the moment where the one dude, I forget his name, Kinemon, where Kinemon's lying there half dead and Luffy's over him.
10,
And it's like
15.
all red and
10-15, the best episode
Bro,
of all time.
that shit was
Greatest
so
anime episode ever.
good.
I'll never
Like,
forget it.
It felt like a movie in 22
Yep.
minutes, bro.
Yep.
Like,
I will never forget.
I felt like I was sitting in a theater, bro. Like,
Yep.
and
Bro,
I-
10-15 is the greatest anime episode ever.
it was so good.
Ever.
Was that the same episode Luffy walks by Big Mom and
Yes.
Kai? Like,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
The two most powerful characters we've seen on screen together.
Yep.
And this dude Luffy is just
Not giving a fuck.
not giving a
Walks
fuck.
right past
Walks
them.
right by them.
Yeah, that 10-15, like I listen,
And then I'm pretty sure it did like the little animation of like where they were all like, where he was like him just standing there looking into nothingness, and then it flashes, and then like they were all there just dead, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
bruh.
dude, the
I'm like, this
10-15
episode
is the greatest anime episode ever of anything. I don't care.
I would
I
argue
don't care.
1071, but
Is that Gear 5?
5?
Yeah. Hey, we know what else
I
is
would
in 1071?
I would argue Gear 5, but
Hiyori. Hiyori
I
was in
would argue
1071.
1072.
1072 is a banger.
Yeah.
1072 is a banger. Hey, 1072
I would
is a
argue
banger.
1072.
Shit, I can't lie. I think the episode where Luffy grabs the lightning and is fighting Kaido.
1073.
Bro.
That span of episodes.
Yeah, that run was nuts too. That run was nutty. We put it in top 3 and then talk about Egghead.
Yep.
We gotta move Arlong Park down. I think Egghead is better than Wano.
That's a tough one for me. I would say from start to finish, it is a better arc than Wano. But that's so hard for me because
we don't know how it's gonna look in the anime yet. But
That's-
so far,
it's
it's looking great.
from start to finish. It is, in my opinion, it's a better arc. And in anime, it's starting.
Yeah, I mean, if we go manga for manga, if we go arc for arc in the manga, Egghead clears.
Yes.
Wano anime, great to peak. We don't know how good Egghead is gonna be yet,
I
but
can't
so
lie. I
far,
feel like it's already gone.
bro, that's why it's top 3 for me. I'm moving Wano. For me, I'm moving Wano.
Like I said, it's hard for me only because the interest to Gear 5 for me was just so. It was so good to me.
It's so
it was
amazing.
just, I don't know why. I just feel like
Luffy died and came back, man.
I know. I feel like I'm taking it for granted, but Egghead is so peak.
Egghead is so peak, bro.
It's so peak. The amount of I can't lie. I'm gonna put Egghead above.
I'm putting Egghead over.
Egghead above.
I'm putting Egghead over.
I'm gonna put Egghead
because
above.
here's the thing. From where we're at now in the anime, from here on out, there is no slowdown in Egghead.
slowdown.
There is no slowdown. In Wano, there was slowdown.
There's so
There
much
was slowdown.
slowdown.
Like, and it gets overshadowed because of the amazing episodes that we get. There's episodes where,
I can't lie.
the
There's-
raid took forever.
There's episodes where we've seen things we didn't need to see.
Bro, Wano was a fucking mammoth arc, bro.
Yeah.
Mammoth. It's the longest by far. It took like 5 years.
Yep,
4 years.
it did.
It's fucking crazy. And my thing is, when we thought Egghead was going to be like a little... Because we thought we were going to Elbaf after Wano.
Yep.
So, to go to Egghead, we thought it was going to be like an in-betweener. Like a Zoe-type arc.
Yep.
Nope. Or like a Fishman Island type arc.
Yep.
It was not that.
Oda did
At
not
all.
want that. He
At
said,
all.
I'm gonna give you something different. I'm
We
gonna
got-
give you a banger fucking
No.
arc after a banger fucking arc. But like the big 3 in this arc did very well.
Sanji MVP, though.
Yeah, Sanji MVP for sure, but like what we got from Zoro and Sanji and Luffy in this arc,
Yeah.
it's just like readers know, bro. Watchers know, like they're the big 3. They're the
Yeah.
ones that when it comes down to it, and you need a hand,
It's those
you
3.
can count on one of those 3
Yep.
to be there.
Yep.
And like I said, Zoro had a little stalling with Lucci, but once he got past Lucci, it was uphill from there. Like
Mhm.
he had a clash with Nurse Zoro.
Well, I think the clash with Nurse Juro and like all the other shit is like a precursor to what's to come.
To what's to come.
Like I
exactly.
never thought we were gonna get like full on Gorosei squabbles in here. But we're going to.
Yep.
We're going to. They were showing
they
like
were
yeah,
showing.
Zoro's gonna fight Neurostruro. Sanji's gonna fight fucking.
Fucking Mars.
Yeah, it's like these fights are gonna happen, just not now. Zoro fighting S-Hawk was really cool.
So cool.
It was really cool. That just makes you want to see the actual fight.
That's what I'm
even
saying.
more. No, we're in for some shit. I think Egghead was a lot of what Egghead was doing was showing us previews for what's to come later on.
Yes.
You know, because Luffy and Kizaru like they fought, but there was no like there wasn't like Luffy didn't just.
There
beat
was
him.
no yeah.
I still need the big three to fight all three admirals.
Yeah, those are the top three.
That was my top three before the video. Just saying. Just saying.
That's a very.
That's strong ass top three.
It's a very strong
Very
top
strong.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no arguments. I mean, I would put Thriller Bark up there, but.
Yeah, well, we're not, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Wano being top of very good, I'm good with.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I think Arlong being second is fine too. I think
Yeah.
Arlong is that good, dude.
I
think
too.
Arlong Park is that fucking good. That's my top
listen,
five too. That's my top five.
See, not me personally, not my top five. I would personally switch Arlong and Water 7.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Okay. I could see why. I could see it. Arlong for me it just holds such a high regard. There's just so much
And then
that I took from that.
yeah.
Whole Cake being there is
Whole
fine.
Cake would be in my top five as well. So
Yeah. Impel Down over Alabasta is fine. Baratie being up there is fine.
yeah, I like what we have here.
Yeah. Was Fishman Island better than Whiskey Peak? I mean, even if you just take the lore from Fishman Island, I think it kind of is better.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's yeah.
Yeah. Because Whiskey Peak is cool for it being, Zoro 1v100, whatever, and then you get intro to Crocodile and Robin.
It's like the intro to Alabasta arc. And then Fishman is like the intro to.
Well, it's not even
No,
really an
not
intro
really, yeah, it's
because
just-
Punk Hazard's the intro.
Yeah. Because Fishman was the Horty Jones.
Yeah. I it's hard.
I mean, I to me, I guess we could flip them and just it wouldn't
I guess
really.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like if Fishman Island was there, I guess
Dress Rose is better.
Dress Rose
is
for sure
better. Is Return to Sabaody that high though?
That's what I was gonna say. Is it better than both of these?
No, it's not.
Is Return to Sabaody?
I think Return should go where Dress Rose is.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't lie. And then looking at them now,
I knew there'd only be one dog water one. I fucking knew it.
In the very good section, we have 2 arcs pre-time skip.
That's it?
Yeah. Arlong and Baratie.
But then we also have 2 arcs pre-time skip in the top 3.
Yeah, we do.
So that's,
Yeah.
4 pre-time skip arcs made very good in top 3. I mean, the problem is it gets... When you get into Punk Hazard, it gets slow. Because when you're building towards Wano, you need to have... You're going to have a lot of moments where it's slow.
Yes.
Like, when you're building to something that climatic, the arcs are going to have to increase, but you have to start at the bottom.
Yep.
Can't start at the peak because you got to get to the peak.
You got to get to peak.
So, obviously, post time skip, every arc other than Egghead is towards Wano.
Mm-hmm.
So I assumed we weren't gonna put. I mean, other than Whole Cake, I had a feeling we were gonna put everything average or lower. I'm trying to think. Is there anything in average that I might put Skypiea very good.
throw Skypiea at very
Yeah, I think I might put Skypiea at very good because I think it's closer to Sabaody than it is to Orangetown.
Okay.
So I would put Skypiea at the end of very good.
I mean, that works.
Because
I'm
I
perfectly
think it's
fine with it
closer.
being there.
I think it's closer to Sabaody than it is to Orangetown, and I think by those standards, it would go to the end of very good rather than at the top of average.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have 5 pre-time skip up there.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm fine.
Yeah,
I think I'm fine with
I
it.
like this tier list.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Now we move some stuff around. I don't have any issues.
I have no issues with this. This looks very good.
I'm actually surprised we didn't put more in the very good.
Me too.
But when you start comparing them, it
shows you
it gets easier
Yeah.
to not. Like off the top of my head, I'm like, oh okay,
very good.
fucking very good.
Yeah,
But
then it's like you start comparing them.
yeah,
It's
they're not as good.
like, exactly.
Like the stuff that's just like thrown in,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, yeah, I'm good with this.
I'm very good with this.
I'm good with this.
This is a very good.
It was a good exercise to get me brushed up back on
exactly,
everything.
get our memories back going on the show and whatnot.
Still miss stuff too. Man.
Exactly,
It's
still
just
miss some things. This is
unless you have like something written down to go off of, it's so hard to
it's
remember
so
every single
hard to
detail.
remember every single detail, and then like you'll talk about one thing, and then other
Then
things
it'll make
will
you
pop
remember.
up. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So like remembering the Whitebeard and fucking Shanks shit,
Yep.
and the Blackbeard and Ace
Ace shit, yeah.
So it's like you just forget about things like that. So I don't know. I'm okay.
I'm very okay with this.
I'm okay with it. Like I said, my top 5 is literally the top 5 that's on there. So
This
I'm fine
top 5 is a very well put together top 5. I actually like it. My personally favorite top 5 would be a little different, but
Yeah.
this is.
you said they said the top 5 doesn't have enough Sanji in it.
Yeah, don't got enough Sanji
yeah.
in it.
Not enough Sanji and Brook. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Speaking of Brook, he was the whole cake MVP. I don't know if I touched on that. That dude,
He
Brook
he
was the whole cake MV fucking P.
I can't lie. I scale Brooke higher than Frankie.
Oh yeah, off his whole cake performance
Off
alone.
his whole cake performance alone.
You put Frankie in Brook's position, he ain't coming away
Cooked.
with that poneglyph.
He's cooked.
No, he's cooked. He's super cooked. Brook popped open. He's like, "Oh yeah, here's the rubbings," and they're like, "These are the road poneglyph rubbings." He's like, "Yeah,
Bro, he had a clash with Big Mom.
yeah, bro." He called her a young lady. Called her a young lady.
Yes,
That could be the next one. I think.
could for
I
sure
think
be
the
the
power
next
scaling is going to be very interesting.
one. That would be very interesting.
Might have to section out more time for that
Yes.
because there might be a lot of debate.
Most definitely will be.
A lot of debate about
that.
Well, that could be if we don't get a chapter next week.
Yeah,
we could
that
definitely do that
for sure
next
be
week.
next week's episode. Get a better view for you. Look at what we got going on.
Any disagreements? Let us
Any
know,
disagreements? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. If you think something should go lower or higher, drop your top 3 in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know
Mm-hmm.
because this is what we believe is
I think 2 of the top 3 is solidified.
solidified.
I don't. Any honest One Piece fan
Solidified.
has Marineford and Enies Lobby as
In
2 of
their
the top
top
3. I don't. Any honest One Piece fan.
Bark, but
See, I said honest One Piece fan, and you're coming
You're
Thriller Bark.
honest. Let's be honest.
Okay, baby key.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think about this. We had fun with this.
Yeah,
this
this was
was
like I said,
nice. A good exercise.
Yeah, brushed
Nice-
up on a lot of the old
nice,
stuff. I haven't
yeah,
watched
get
in a
our-
long time.
Yep.
So
Get our minds brushed up on some things that happened, especially with a lot of things that are going on in the current arc and what's been happening currently in the story. To go back and just think and talk about some of the things that we've seen already, and it's just like the connections, the foreshadowing, the callbacks, like everything.
It's all
man.
meaningful.
It's just really good, man. So this was really fun to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. So hit that like button for us,
Yes, sir.
subscribe to the channel
More next week.
and be back next week. because if we don't get a 1128 review next week, then you will be getting
Big
a
power scale video.
scaling video.
Big power
And
scale video.
It's gonna be a big.
It's
one
gonna be fun.
'cause
It's gonna be fun.
It will be
Because
fun.
I already looked at his earlier and I did not agree. So we'll be in for a good one next
we will
week if
be
that's
in
the
for
case.
a ride. We will catch you guys.